In a time where it seems like we're more connected than ever, it's ironic that many still experience profound loneliness. You could be in a crowd, post your thoughts online, or have a chat with friends over text, but the sense of isolation might still persist. Why does this happen? And, more importantly, what can we do to address it? Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a topic that's become almost ubiquitous in today's world: loneliness. Despite being constantly connected through digital devices, many of us still find ourselves feeling alone. Loneliness is a complex emotion that goes far beyond simply being physically alone. So, why do we feel so disconnected? And how can we break free from this cycle in a world that is supposedly so interconnected? Humans are naturally social creatures. From the moment we're born, we depend on relationships for our emotional well-being, personal growth, and survival. These connections provide us with a sense of purpose and define our self-worth. But what happens when these relationships are weak or even absent? We live in an age where it's easier than ever to connect with others. Whether it's through social media, texting, or video calls, communicating with people across the globe has never been simpler. However, despite the convenience of these digital tools, many of us still struggle with feelings of isolation and loneliness. Online communication, while incredibly easy, doesn't always lead to meaningful interaction. Unlike face-to-face conversations, digital communication can often feel shallow and impersonal. Platforms like Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter showcase the best parts of people's lives: the vacations, the successes, the picture-perfect moments. But rarely do they show the behind-the-scenes struggles, the ordinary days, or the raw emotions that make us human. When we compare our own reality to the curated highlights of others, it can leave us feeling inadequate or as though we're missing out. Research consistently shows that frequent use of social media is linked to higher levels of loneliness, anxiety, and depression. So, why does this paradox exist? Why, in an age where we're more connected than ever, do we often feel more isolated? One key reason lies in the paradox of choice. With so many ways to interact with others, we can easily become overwhelmed. We might feel like we're not engaging the right way, or worse, that we're not engaging enough. The constant fear of missing out, or FOMO, only fuels this sense of loneliness, as it makes us question whether we're truly connecting or if something better is just one click away. Another factor contributing to this digital loneliness is the nature of online interactions. Texting, liking posts, or commenting on someone's picture doesn't offer the emotional depth that face-to-face conversations do. The absence of physical presence, no tone of voice, body language, or shared experiences can make our interactions feel distant and disconnected. Moreover, many of our digital interactions are passive. We may spend hours scrolling through social media, liking photos, or messaging friends, but these actions rarely lead to genuine bonds. They can feel more transactional than emotional, lacking the true connection that comes from a meaningful exchange. But loneliness doesn't just stem from digital interactions. It can also arise from internal struggles. Many individuals who experience loneliness often battle with low self-esteem or feelings of inadequacy. They may feel unworthy of genuine connection or believe they are destined to be alone. These internal narratives can make it harder to form meaningful relationships, perpetuating the cycle of loneliness. Feelings of self-doubt, fear of rejection, or anxiety about vulnerability can prevent us from reaching out to others. Instead, we may withdraw further, even when we long for connection. This creates a self-fulfilling prophecy. The more we isolate ourselves, the lonelier we feel, and the harder it becomes to break free from the cycle. So, what can we do to combat loneliness in an age that seems to promote disconnection? The first step is understanding that loneliness isn't just about physical isolation. It's about the quality of the connections we form. Building authentic, meaningful relationships is crucial. While online interactions are useful, they should never replace in-person connections. Engaging in social activities, joining local groups, or volunteering can provide opportunities to build deeper relationships and create a sense of belonging. For instance, joining a group based on your interests, whether it's a hobby, a sports team, or a volunteer project, can help you meet like-minded individuals who share your values. These shared experiences can form the foundation for stronger bonds. Plus, volunteering or helping others can give you a sense of purpose, which can ease feelings of isolation. But combating loneliness also requires turning inward. Sometimes, the most important connection we need to nurture is the one we have with ourselves. Practicing self-compassion and developing a stronger sense of self-worth can make it easier to seek out and foster meaningful relationships. Self-compassion is about treating yourself with the same kindness and patience you would offer a friend. Instead of beating yourself up for feeling lonely, recognize that it's a normal part of the human experience. Loneliness is often a signal that something is missing, and it's an opportunity to address those emotional needs. Mindfulness and meditation can also be helpful in managing feelings of loneliness. These practices allow us to become more aware of our emotions, helping us understand why we feel lonely and how to process those feelings in a non-judgmental way. Mindfulness encourages us to stay grounded in the present, preventing us from spiraling into negative thoughts about being alone. It helps us recognize that loneliness is just a temporary emotion, not a reflection of our worth or value. However, there are times when loneliness is rooted in deeper psychological issues that are difficult to navigate alone. If you're struggling to cope, seeking professional help can provide you with valuable insights and coping mechanisms. Therapy isn't just for those with serious mental health disorders. A therapist or counselor can help you uncover the root causes of your loneliness, challenge negative thought patterns, and improve your social skills. Therapy offers a safe, non-judgmental space to explore your emotions and gain clarity on your feelings of isolation. Remember, loneliness is not a permanent condition. It's a signal that we need to address our emotional needs. By building meaningful connections with others, improving our relationship with ourselves, and seeking professional support when necessary, we can start to break the cycle of loneliness. Loneliness can be overwhelming at times, but it doesn't define who you are. The key is taking action, whether that means reaching out to a friend, joining a new community, practicing self-compassion, or seeking guidance from a therapist. There are always steps we can take to feel more connected and less isolated. True connection comes from authenticity, whether it's through face-to-face interactions, genuine conversations, or simply being present in our own lives. Start small, reach out, and most importantly, be kind to yourself along the way. Thanks so much for tuning in today. If this video resonated with you, be sure to like, comment, and share it with someone who could benefit from this message. And always remember, no matter how isolated you might feel, you are not alone in this experience. Take care and start building the connections that will bring you peace and fulfillment.